Today is July the 5th, and we're on to the next one. I think just by looking at my sketchbook, we already done a quarter of it, which is actually awesome. I'm really excited to go to halfway of the sketchbook. Yeah, I don't know. I started from June the 10th till now. I think it almost has been a month. I said almost because I went on vacation for a bit and I did not draw anything. I was just having fun, but yeah, almost has been a month, which I'm pretty proud of, to be honest. All right, so today we are going to draw this portrait as shown. Just gonna make sure everything's in frame. All right, yesterday I had a pretty bad sleep. Yeah, I was just really agitated. I don't know why. I feel like it's probably because the tea I drank in the afternoon that my coworker bought. But I'm not too sure. But it's okay. So, as per usual, I am just going to lay out the big shapes of his head. Like that. His ear might be here. Eyes. Nose. And this is the bottom of his nose. I didn't sharpen my pencil, so as you can see, the lines are just a little bit rough. Like really rough that even me, I can't even see it properly, but it's okay. It's okay. Let me see. If his eye is here, I think. So his eye is really hooded, as in he has a really strong edge along the side, and face is a little bit outwards. Let me see where his chin lies. His chin lies like on the right of his nose. Kind of like that. Flatter. And then here, probably. And his eyebrows probably. Let me see where his mouth is. His mouth should be here along the way. I think his jaw is a little bit too narrow, like too feminine. And then if his eyebrows starts from here, this part, his hair should be here, and his ears should just be like here probably, and right along the nose, and his top of the ear will be on his eyebrow, so my ear was a little bit big, like here. Cool. So I think we got the big picture down, and then his behind his head is like here. Now it's just his hair. Like that. The tip of his hair is like like the highest part of his hair is along his eyebrows, so like kind of like that, hopefully. I said hopefully because every time when I draw a portrait, I really don't know what the outcome is, and yeah. I feel like drawing a portrait, it really depends on my mood, and sometimes the same portrait, so there's some days I can draw it good, sometimes I draw it just really bad. It is what it is. Just gonna kind of lay down his eyes. This is looking down. His tip of the eye is probably like on his nostrils and here. Straight lines, straight lines. I think his eyebrow should be a little bit higher. Ugh, no, this is not it. Bruh, let me see. I really wish I had an eraser to erase it. I'll draw his nose here. Yeah, I think his eyebrow shouldn't be as close as his eyes. As you can see, his eyelid, his actual eye and his eyebrow, there's a distance, right? But in my drawing, it just doesn't have a distance. Okay, let's see if I can erase this with my finger. No, not really. Okay. Anyway, how can I go about this? Maybe this can be. Or this can be the eye. And this can be the eyelid. Oh, it's so hot these days in Toronto. I'm sweating in the early morning already. That's not good. Okay. Like, his eyebrow is still a little bit close to his eyelid, but I think we can place it here. Let me see where his hair is. Dun. A little bit further here. Okay, and nose. Let's see. Nose is pointing a little bit upwards. Where's the bottom of his nose? Here. The tip of his nose is here. And I can't really see his nostrils, to be honest. I usually wear glasses, so I'm just gonna zoom in. Okay, I gotcha. So nose kind of curves in to the nostrils like that. Okay, cool. Cupid's bow and his mouth. I find for mouth that if you don't need to draw everything of the mouth, but if you just use some lines to hint it, like some darker lines, some lighter lines, that would be easier for the viewers to kind of understand where the mouth is. I think his face is a little bit short, to be honest. It looks like a kid. Let's see if I'm gonna see where his jaw ends around his mouth, right? So around this area. So like here. All right. I kind of like this. And right now I can... Oh. Okie dokes. So I'm just really lightly coloring it in. And his neck is a little bit darker for sure. Light is coming from the right side. Ooh, a bug just came in. Okay. Anyway. I think his head is just a little bit more narrow. And his eyebrows should start in the middle of his nose, like here. Okay. Gotcha. Alright. So this should be the overall feeling. I'm just gonna find some charcoal. The reason why I started with charcoal to kind of practice portrait is because you can get a huge range of value from charcoal that I really like. And, you know, charcoal is just fun. You can get messy with it. And I totally love that. Yo, and then I think maybe in my last video I mentioned that YouTube, for me right now, it's like a private thing I do, right? So like the 2 friends that subscribe me, I'm like, oh, okay. Because like right now I haven't really told any of my friends yet that I just started a YouTube channel, blah, blah, blah. And then no one really followed me, which is good because for now it just feels like it's my own world that I can just be really free about it because no one really watches, no one really cares. I'm like, yes, that's awesome. There's a little world I created. Yeah. His nostrils should be a little bit taller. Here, just gonna make his mouth a little bit darker. This is the shadow. This is the shadow of his, under his mouth. Now I kind of want to test out more charcoal to see how each one behaves. Huh. Now it's a little bit too dark. It looks like his beard, y'all. Oh, whatever. It looks like his beard. Whatever. Rat. Okay. If that's the case, let's just darken his mouth a little bit. Okay. His nostrils. darken it a little bit so it doesn't look like his beard. Better? A little bit better, right? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he looks like a kid. Maybe I drew his face too fat. Okay, let me just add more angles to him. Okay, this is a little bit better. I'm always really amazed at just a little bit of adjustment. You can change the whole feeling of a portrait. Like, I think just by adding some stronger lines, he just became a teenager. Anyway. Now the ears. Ears, not my main focus, but let's just hint some ears on him. And his hair, darkest part. Oh, I think today is a good drawing day, you know? Like a good one. I'm in a good mood, I can paint another portrait. I actually really like this charcoal. If I have time, I'll link it in the description. It was when I was watching another YouTube video, an artist, she also uses it. And I'm like, wow, I need that one. I always really like to experiment with different tools that the artist I like, they use. And then there was one time I really like an illustrator or artist called Little Thunder. I've been following her for almost 10 years, like since I was in middle school. And back then she was doing pole dancing and stuff like that. But like right now it's all art. And I remember that like I joined her Patreon and everything. And she also mentioned like the paint she uses, like it's a Korean brand, stuff like that. And then I'm like, I need the same one to draw as her, like the same as her. So I went ahead and bought it. It is like a really nice paint though, to be honest. But yeah. And then there's some different oil painting artists I follow. Like each artist, they have a different color palette, right? So I would just test them all out and see like which one works for me and which one doesn't, or like which one I like the most. I try to follow their tutorials, but obviously each artist, they have their own style. And then yeah, I'm still on my way looking for my own color palette and my own style. I think this is done, yo. Like, this is done for today. I'm just gonna color this in. Ooh. Well, that was fast. It only took me... Wait, no. It took me, 18 minutes. Okie dokes. So, that is it for today. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and see you tomorrow, I guess. It's finally Friday, and tomorrow I have another day of work. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Bye.